The number one food wrecking your gut, it's not what you think. You feel like you're doing everything right. You've tossed the chips, cookies, and sugary drinks. Your pantry is full of what you've been told are healthy foods. Whole wheat bread, low-fat yogurt, maybe some light salad dressing or almond milk for your morning coffee. You're trying your best to eat clean, but you still feel off. You're dealing with bloating, fatigue, aching joints, or digestion that just won't cooperate. It's a quiet, frustrating battle you're fighting every single day. You might chalk it up to stress, or maybe just getting older. But what if I told you the enemy isn't your age or your willpower? What if the real culprit is a saboteur hiding in plain sight, masquerading as a harmless part of your healthy diet? What if the very foods you're choosing for your health are actually smuggling in an ingredient that scientists are now linking to chronic inflammation and leaky gut? In this video, we're going to expose one of the most surprising ingredients that may be quietly wrecking your gut health. I promise it is not what you think. We're going to look at the science, and by the end, you'll know exactly what it is, where it's hiding, and how to start protecting yourself today. The obvious but deceptive culprit. All right, before we unmask the main offender, let's talk about the usual suspects. First up, sugar. I know what you're thinking, but I don't eat a lot of sugar. The thing is, the food industry is clever. Sugar wears dozens of disguises, hiding in foods you would never suspect. That low-fat vanilla yogurt? It can pack more sugar than a donut. That healthy granola bar you grab on the run? It's often just a candy bar with better PR. Even savory foods like pasta sauce, ketchup, and bread are frequently loaded with it. The problem with this constant drip of sugar, especially high-fructose corn syrup, goes way beyond just empty calories. Think of your gut lining as a lush garden, protected by a thick, healthy mucus layer. This shield is critical. It keeps the trillions of bacteria in your gut from getting too cozy with your intestinal wall. When you eat excess sugar, you're feeding the weeds in your gut garden, the harmful bacteria that love sugar. As these bad microbes multiply, they can start to wear down that protective mucus barrier. This erosion is the first step toward bigger problems, like leaving the gate to your garden wide open. It's a huge issue, but it's still not the primary enemy we're here to talk about. It's just the decoy, the broad-spectrum offender. Next, let's look at our second suspect, ultra-processed foods, or UPFs. These aren't really food in the traditional sense. They're industrial creations made by taking whole foods, like corn or wheat, stripping out the good stuff, the fiber, vitamins, and minerals, and then adding back salt, unhealthy fats, and a cocktail of chemical additives to make them last forever and taste irresistible. The defining feature of a UPF is a long, confusing ingredient list full of things you can't pronounce. We know from a huge body of research that diets high in these products are linked to a major loss of microbial diversity in the gut. Your gut thrives on variety. It needs a rich ecosystem of different bacteria to function well. UPFs do the opposite, creating a sterile environment where only a few tough, inflammatory microbes can survive. The Western diet, with its reliance on these packaged goods, is fundamentally at odds with our biology. It starves our good gut bacteria and fuels the chronic, low-grade inflammation that is now seen as a root cause of many major diseases. So yes, cutting out ultra-processed foods is a massive win. But here's the unsettling part. What if even after avoiding sugary yogurts and packaged snacks, you're still not in the clear? Because the hidden enemy we're targeting today isn't a whole food group. It's a single, microscopic ingredient added to hundreds of everyday items, including many organic and natural products. This is the one you really need to know about. Before we reveal the worst hidden ingredient in your healthy foods, I want to give you something that can help you take action right now. I've created a free Natural Life Starter Kit. It includes a gut reset plan, a healing herb chart, and a 7-day affirmation calendar to support your gut-brain connection naturally. These simple tools are designed to help you reduce inflammation, restore balance to your microbiome, and start healing from the inside out. You can download it right now using the link in the description or the pinned comment below. The 1 hidden enemy of your gut. The ingredient secretly undermining your gut health could be a class of additives called emulsifiers. So what on earth is an emulsifier? Simply put, it's a substance that forces two things that hate mixing, like oil and water, to stay together. Think about making salad dressing at home. You shake up oil and vinegar, and they combine for a minute, but then they separate. Food companies use emulsifiers to stop that separation, creating a perfectly smooth texture and extending shelf life. And they are in everything. I don't just mean junk food. Ice cream is loaded with them to keep it from melting into a puddle too fast. But they're also in your store-bought mayonnaise, margarine, creamy sauces, and plant-based milks like almond and soy milk to keep them from looking clumpy. That packaged bread that stays soft for weeks? Emulsifiers. Your healthy salad dressing, your coffee creamer, your cottage cheese, even some protein powders. The list is staggering. For decades, these additives were assumed to be harmless, but new research has uncovered a troubling possibility. Emulsifiers may act like a detergent inside your gut. Remember that critical mucus layer? A landmark study published in the journal Nature found that two of the most common emulsifiers, carboxymethylcellulose, CMC, and polysorbate 80, directly degraded this protective barrier in animal models. They essentially appeared to scrub away the very shield that protects your intestinal wall from bacteria. When this mucus thins, bacteria can sidle right up to your gut lining. Your immune system, which is mostly located right behind that wall, sees these bacteria as a threat and launches an inflammatory attack. Every time you consume these specific emulsifiers, you could be triggering this low-grade inflammatory response. Scientists believe this process can lead to increased intestinal permeability, or leaky gut. The tight connections between your intestinal cells loosen up, allowing undigested food particles, toxins, and bacteria to leak into your bloodstream where they don't belong. This can trigger a body-wide immune response that shows up not just as gut trouble, but as skin issues, brain fog, joint pain, and even autoimmune conditions. Studies on mice have shown that consuming these emulsifiers led to changes in the gut microbiome, low-grade inflammation, and features of metabolic syndrome. While more research in humans is needed, these findings are significant enough to make us pay close attention. This isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to empower you. Understanding this connection is the first and most important step. If you're finding this information valuable and want to learn not just what to avoid, but what you should add to your diet to heal your gut, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. In my next video, I'm going to cover the top probiotic foods that can actively help you rebuild that precious gut lining. How to evict the enemy. So, what can you do? How do you fight an enemy that's invisible and hiding almost everywhere? The solution is simple, but it requires a new habit. You have to become an ingredient detective. You have to turn the package over and actually read the label. Here are the key names to watch out for, especially the first two, which have been the focus of recent studies. Polysorbate 80, or E433. Carboxymethylcellulose, or CMC, or E466. Carrageenan, E407. Guar gum and xanthan gum. Soy lecithin, mono, and diglycerides. If you see these on a label, especially if there's a long list of them, it's a good sign that the product is heavily processed. Consider putting it down and finding a cleaner alternative. Here are a few powerful swaps you can make today. Instead of store-bought salad dressing, make your own. It takes 2 minutes with olive oil, lemon juice, or vinegar, salt, and pepper. Shake it in a jar. It tastes better and has no weird additives. Instead of almond milk with gums and emulsifiers, look for a brand with just 2 ingredients, almonds and water. Better yet, try making your own. Instead of packaged bread that stays soft for a month, buy fresh sourdough from a local bakery that uses just 4 ingredients: flour, water, salt, and starter. The guiding principle is this: choose whole foods over manufactured products whenever you can. Pick foods with the shortest, most understandable ingredient lists. If your great-grandmother wouldn't recognize it as food, your gut probably won't either. Final thoughts, so let's bring it all home. While cutting back on sugar and ultra-processed junk is a fantastic start, a key hidden player in your gut health could be the emulsifiers hiding in your healthy foods. These detergent-like additives, particularly CMC and polysorbate 80, have been shown in studies to potentially erode your gut's protective shield, which could trigger chronic inflammation and leaky gut. But now, you have the knowledge to see what was once invisible. You can take back control, not with a punishing diet, but with conscious, informed choices. By reading labels and choosing real, minimally processed foods, you give your gut the environment it needs to heal, to thrive, and to support your total health and vitality. Now I have a question for you. Go check your pantry or fridge. What's the most surprising, healthy food you found that contains these emulsifiers? Drop it in the comments below. Your discovery could help someone else in this community. Thank you for investing this time in your health. For more videos that break down the real science behind wellness, please consider subscribing. And be sure to check out our next video on the 5 warning signs of chronic inflammation you might be ignoring. Take care of your gut, and it will take care of you. If this video opened your eyes to what's really going on in your gut, take the next step by downloading your free Natural Life Starter Kit below. It's packed with practical tools to help you eat cleaner, reduce inflammation, and feel your best, starting today. And if you want to go even deeper, watch this next video. Ayurveda's eye-opening gut-brain connection uncovered. In it, we explore how ancient Ayurvedic wisdom and modern science come together to heal your gut and transform your mood and mental clarity.